The Native Americans named this area Vedauwoo, which means the land of the earthborn spirits. Those who want to challenge the sky can climb vertical shears from a difficulty level of 5-0 to 5-14. Vedauwoo is particularly known for its off-width crack climbing. Now you might be asking yourself, what are three blokes from a channel called the Boulder Blog doing at a place like Vedauwoo? Well, I am so glad you asked. I think Trevor actually has a chance of sending this beast, but Caroline and I are probably just in for a sufferfest. Thanks for tuning in to the Boulder Blog. Well, it is Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Instead of sleeping in or editing like I'd normally be doing, we are getting up early to go to Vedauwoo for some crack boulders. You see the moon there though? That's pretty cool. Still like 6 weeks behind on my editing though, and I'm like really not trying to give up that editing time. So I came up with a solution with Caroline and Trevor. What's up, dude? How's it going? I'm not sure I've ever had an Einstein bagel.
I mean,
6 out of 10, what do you think?
I mean, compared to, like, there's a place that's on the way to Staunton called Yummy's Donuts.
Yeah.
And they have, like, great donuts
and bagels.
And good, like, breakfast sandwich, like, croissant, nice, like, so, like, if that's my standard, like, it's way there.
Doesn't compare, right? The solution I worked out is just I get to edit while you drive. Trevor didn't have any turkey on his turkey sandwich. Who the heck doesn't put turkey on a turkey sandwich? Now they gotta go back and redo their sandwiches.
Trevor like walked up and he was like, "Can I have turkey on my turkey and Swiss sandwich, please?" And like had it all like open for him. Hi, babe. Are you okay now?
Fine. I don't know how you forget turkey on a sandwich. Like that's not some shit you forget. It's just. So I got a pair of climbing shoes in the back for you, some 43.5's been worn down.
Yeah.
You know, what I need you to do though is, because you are technically in the upper class of society right now, I need you to get online. We got a 2-hour drive. I need you to get online. I need you to order 2 pairs of climbing shoes for yourself. Because you lost your shoes.
I see.
And you're in the upper class.
Upper class needs 2 pairs.
To have only 1 pair of shoes.
I know, when you were like, "I'm trying to find a spare," I was like, "Does Justin really only have 1 pair of shoes?"
Well, and that pair was John's pair, actually. And they had holes in the toes. I like to buy them in person often, you know, because I can just like grab them right then and put them on and know they're good.
REI is literally like right here.
Oh yeah? You want to make a quick stop?
It is that exit.
Alright, pull it over, dude.
Right there.
Pull it, dude. Bro.
I mean, I
Just
think
kidding.
so.
Yeah, I'm just joking. I don't want to.
Peak aspen season in Vedauwoo.
Vedauwoo. For the last couple of years, I've been almost exclusively an outdoor boulderer. Trevor and Caroline were out here to Vedauwoo not too long ago, and they knew the best way to get me here was with the allure of a mega classic boulder. This crazy roof crack also has what I'm going to coin as a Vedauwoo finish. Yeah, this will be sick to film actually. Set up a nice low tripod somewhere.
I know I can do all the moves. Ow. I slipped out of that hold there.
Whew. Okay, and this is Nat's roof. Nat's 3-star roof.
Nat's 3-star roof. It's basically just a 30-foot roof crack into a 5.5 to the top. It starts with some like decent hand jams right underneath, and you quickly get into the first crux, which is the pod. The first pod. It's not too bad for me. It's not cruxy until the feet. To me, getting the feet through the first pod is the hardest part of the first crux.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh.
And then you get into the second crux, the red point crux. This one, you have two options. I know a lot of people get in feet first. It's really hard to escape that way for me. So what I do is I just get up to the pod. I do a pretty dynamic. Oh, damn it. Foot slipped out.
Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just
I would start getting your hands jammed in so you can.
Think I could borrow those gloves?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Foot's like cramping up. Leave that off for now. Probably dehydrated. I need to drink more water.
See that guy back there, crack climbing.
Here, Justin, come on, make Trevor proud.
Oh boy.
Make Brandon proud.
I can get my knee all the way up in there.
What are you doing in that crack, Justin?
He's like crimping.
I know.
I can't find anything good for the left
Dude,
foot.
at the start of the section, there's plenty of like good little twisties where I can twist it in and it's like, that foot ain't going nowhere. And then I get through there and I'm like, what the f?
Oh, you're doing a fifth?
Eventually, but
Inward?
I get jam in there
Are you
first.
doing it this way or this way?
Well, I get a left jam up in there first, and then I bring it in. I jam it in, turn it like this, and
That feels dope. Yeah, I can see how that's hard if you can't do that.
Yeah.
That felt great. All with the heel toe?
yep. And then it kind of starts going back in now. Yep. Yeah, just like that. Go a little bit farther with the left hand, get a jam, and then you're gonna bring the right into it.
It is hard to be completely horizontal, upside down. What really makes this unique is that it's painful. I'll put it that way. It's all slippery up there. Oh man, my fist can slide out. You're camming every one of your forelimbs and you're pulling your entire body weight up. And if you even readjust your hand, move a foot a little bit, you're gonna slide out.
You're grabbing it like that. I just can't. I just have no idea how that's happening.
When I do it, my arm goes all the way up and then I come down and I feel something on my fingertips and it becomes a side pull. And I can push my feet out and side pull it and just reach up. Go really high, higher. You need your heel toe cam. Let me do it.
Oh, I've seen you do it.
Have you watched closely?
Yes.
Really big bouldery, reach out. Some people do a stick their feet in first, do this like upside down bat hang-esque leg jam, pivot around, but we bouldered through it essentially. And that move was something that I was able to start sticking on this trip, and that felt pretty good. I wasn't in all the way though.
Good work.
I remember the second session on it, I got here and I was like, all the moves feel hard. And then like an hour in, I was like, I could send this. And then you hit a point where like all your fingers hurt. You're like, ah. Previous moves, getting into it where it feels like I'm cupping something, feels. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know how she's doing that. If there's just some type of something. It's in the nerve damage spot.
I can do some basic jams, but never put in a full session on something hard and painful like this. And I gotta tell you, dude, this crack climbing is no joke, man. Kicking our ass over here, cutting up the forearms and the hands, and even with the gloves and the tape and all of that.
Oh, I was short that time.
Our boy Trevor's making good progress and finally climbing his way out of the crux and into this next section. Bit of a fork in the road when it comes to beta decisions. You can either stick with the more crack style and get this horrible slotted hand jam that you fight into and work your way over the bulge, or you can use the more bouldery method where you cross the left hand to this sloper pinch, find a foot to get some press and some tension as you move the right hand over as well, and eventually you work your way up into a bit of a layback on this feature before rocking over and back into the crack.
Whoa.
He's being a bit of a pain, but personally I think it's the best way to surpass the bulge.
I don't know from the start. I couldn't even do it from the cut, you know what I mean?
You done the other beta from the crux?
Oh yeah, multiple times. Yeah.
Really?
So here, I'll show you this beta.
Alright. The other beta allegedly involves the horrible left hand jam into that crack that you kind of have to fight your way up and into, but I gotta be honest, so far I am not at all impressed with what I'm seeing from Trevor. He's probably gonna say he's done it with Brandon before, or he's done it multiple times.
Figuring it out with Brandon, like me and Brandon were both like, yeah, it's not like crazy, and I've done it like multiple times.
I don't buy it.
Number one, like Justin's beta is just ridiculous. After you just did 30 feet of roof crack underneath, so you know, beta. I think it's clear what the best beta is and how most people send it. I think that's just pretty clear. But alright.
Well, we agree on one thing, Trevor, and that's that the best beta is obvious. But why don't we let you, the viewer, decide based on the information presented in this totally unbiased edit. Maybe it's not your beta either. Maybe it's just for me.
Sometimes you went really wide with the right foot. You're almost pinching it with your thumb.
Yeah. Make it look really nice and smooth.
Feels pretty good.
It's not that good yet.
It's not that strong. I mean, look at you bouldering in a harness. Like, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, no, I don't know. You're going up into that? Okay, that was fine. Yeah.
It just still feels like pulling on this thing takes a good amount, a fair bit of strength. I'm not saying that your beta is like not doable. I'm just saying like
Your beta feels really hard. I think like
Maybe, because I'm going skin on it, and it really feels good.
I feel like I'm sliding off that, and I have it feels very insecure.
High up in there.
Dude, I can't believe that beta is supposed to be easier. Yeah.
Alright.
Cool, that looks good.
That's even better because I've never done the top out before.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's good progress.
It's so strenuous though.
I just need
Yeah.
the boulder to show me the bouldery way out.
That's right. Rather than succumb to the pressures of logic and reason, Trevor's staying stubborn and sticking with his crotch grandpa beta, and watching him do it all the way through makes me want to try it even less. In fact, last time they were here with our buddy Moser, and he beefed it out of the top of this thing when his jam slipped and he ate it pretty hard. Another reason for me to not go with that beta, because like if I'm gonna fight, I'd rather it be in a layback than a hand jam, you know? Like, he's better at hand jams than me, and if he's gonna beef it out at the end of that, like, I think I go with what I'm more comfortable with, you know? Pretty windy up here, so I'm trying to huddle the microphone away from it, but Trevor is now trying the top out on trad gear, aka the Vedauwoo finish. So I think when we do send it, if we send it, hopefully we'll be doing the same, although I've considered just like bouldering it out to the top. If it goes well on the rope, we'll see how secure the climbing feels and if there's a reasonable way down. I don't know, we'll see what happens.
I'm not normally a crack climber, but this has been fun, kind of jumping out of my comfort zone.
It certainly is a boulder that you can't do a lot. You only have a couple good burns before your energy is going to taper.
Getting into the more gritty side of climbing, and it's an awesome climb. I can't wait to send it. Likely doesn't go next session. It probably goes 2 or 3 sessions. That's okay.
For me, I am not great at crack climbing. Definitely still working on upper body strength. So I don't necessarily feel like this is something that I'm very close to sending. At least if I went back in this season, maybe I'll be in a different place in the spring, but I would think I need at least 2 more sessions on this.
It's a painful climb. It's really hard for me to kind of man up the whole way through it. The grit that it kind of takes through all those crystally jams that are all kind of pain. It just stacks up. I've had so many goes through it where it's like I go like 20 feet through this thing and then all of a sudden my nerve in my hand is just like screaming.
But I'm definitely looking forward to going back to Vedauwoo. It's just a really beautiful place. The rock is really unique. You're in this aspen forest and it's just all around a good time. So I'm definitely looking forward to going back, getting on Nat's 3-star roof and some other climbs, maybe hopping on ropes a bit. Love to check out the other boulders as well, so see.
In case you didn't pick up on it yet, no send today, but we'll be back soon. This thing was so much fun. Since I'm mostly on the boulders, I'm almost never in the cracks, so my hands are soft and supple and prone to pain. We're about 10 months into an 11-year plan to make this thing a career, so appreciate you watching and really appreciate you subscribing if you like what we're doing. In fact, I'm going to Puerto Rico in about a month for a rope climbing trip, so there'll even be some rope content for all you nerds out there. Okay, I'm indirect.
This time last year, I was still projecting V3s, and to now, in this last month, send my first V7. I feel like that's been a lot to cover in a year.